Okay, have you ever felt that gut-wrenching drop when you lose, say, a $20 bill? And you realize that feeling is just way worse than the little thrill you get from finding one? Well, today we're digging into exactly why that is, and how this tiny glitch in our brain can have a massive, and I mean massive, impact on our wealth. Let's break down why loss just hurts so much more than gain. So let's just start with this pretty bold idea. Our brains are hardwired to fail at investing. Now that sounds a little extreme, I know, but it points to a fundamental truth. The very same instincts that literally kept our ancestors alive for thousands of years, yeah, those can be the single biggest obstacle standing between you and your financial goals. And that really gets us to the core question for today. Why are your own emotions, your own feelings, the single biggest threat to your bank account? Well, the answer lies in a super simple universal test.
To really get this, we're going to do a quick little thought experiment. I call it the missing wallet test. It's a really simple scenario, but man, does it reveal a powerful bias that pretty much all of us have.
Okay, so imagine two things. First scenario, you're just walking down the street and boom, you find a crisp $100 bill on the ground. Score. Feels pretty great, right? A nice, unexpected little win. Now, let's flip it. Imagine you reach into your pocket and you realize you've lost a $100 bill. Ugh, that feeling is completely different, isn't it? It's just awful. And here's where it gets really fascinating. The joy of finding that cash, that might register as like a +1 on your emotional scale. But losing that exact same amount, for most of us, the sting of that loss is so much more intense. It's not a -1 hit. It's more like a -2. The negative impact is just way, way bigger.
In fact, this isn't just a feeling. Behavioral economists have actually measured this imbalance, and what they found is that the psychological pain of losing is, on average, twice as powerful as the pleasure of an equivalent gain. Just think about that for a second. Your brain registers the loss with double the intensity. This powerful feeling, it's not just some random quirk. It's a recognized cognitive bias, and it has a name. And what's so interesting is that it's not actually a flaw in our design. You could almost call it an ancient survival feature. And here it is, the official term, loss aversion. It's the cognitive bias where the pain from a loss is psychologically about twice as powerful as the pleasure from a gain. It's this hardwired instinct to protect what we already have, and it dramatically distorts our decisions. So this is exactly where things go off the rails financially. When we're under stress, like during a big market downturn, our logical brain just takes a backseat. Our emotions, which are now supercharged by this loss aversion, they grab the steering wheel. And that, my friends, is a recipe for disaster. Right, so we've got this ancient survival instinct that was designed to keep us safe from like saber-toothed tigers. But how in the world does it sabotage our modern goal of building wealth? Let's look at how this brain glitch can lead directly to a financial faceplant. I want you to picture this. The market takes a dive. The value of your portfolio is dropping, and it's dropping fast. To your brain, this is not just numbers on a screen. No way. Loss aversion kicks into high gear, and your primal fear response starts screaming, "Danger, danger, make it stop." Your gut, your every instinct is just screaming at you to act now to stop the pain. But you have to remember this. Panic is not a financial plan. Acting on that immediate fearful impulse is almost always the absolute worst possible move you can make. This fear, totally fueled by loss aversion, leads directly to the cardinal sin of investing, hitting that big red sell button right when prices are at their lowest. You are effectively locking in the worst possible outcome at the worst possible time. So when you panic sell, what you're really doing is turning a temporary on-paper loss into a permanent real-world financial loss. It's basically the financial equivalent of rage quitting a video game. You've just officially locked in your losses purely out of fear and frustration. So what in the world can you do about this? I mean, you can't just turn your emotions off, right? The secret isn't to fight your brain. It's to outsmart it. You need to build a system that works around your emotions. This is your investing cheat code. And the answer is a simple, panic-proof plan. First, you set your investing rules when you are calm and rational, not in the middle of a crisis. Second, you automate everything you possibly can. This takes the emotional decision-making out of the equation. And third, you have to keep your eyes on the long-term prize. Remember why you even started investing in the first place.
At the end of the day, a pre-committed plan is your single best defense against your own emotional brain. It's a system that you design right now to protect your future self from your own worst instincts when things get chaotic.
So there you have it. We've uncovered a really powerful glitch in our own programming. And the question I'll leave you with is this. Now that you know loss aversion is a thing, what is one change you're going to make to your plan to outsmart it? Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.